So hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Angela Ning. I'm the general manager of the IAE Global London office. So IAE Global is a leading provider of the international student recruitment. So today we are presenting architecture with London Metropolitan University. It's our pleasure to have the key staffs from London Metropolitan University to be our presenters today. We have the Deputy Head of Architecture, MA Architecture course leader, Sandra. So Sandra, can you give a wave to everybody?
Hello, that's me.
Hello, Sandra. And also, we also have Helen here, International Officer of London Metropolitan University.
Hello, everyone.
Helen. So let's kick off of a quick introduction about our company. IAE Global started single office in Seoul, South Korea. So we have over 28 years experience. IAE Global has become one of the biggest and the most diverse student recruitment organizations in the world. We have become an industry leader in the international student recruitment. We have a board-based presenters in major student organizations, as well as the destination countries as well. So you can see the maps here. We do have the office in China, India, Japan, Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Nepal, and also US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and most of the other major destinations countries as well. So the scale and the international reach of our network means we can offer recruitment experts in a very balanced, deserved portfolio and the nationality mix of students from a variety of countries. It also means that we have a very closer relationship with and also better knowledge of the institutions our students attend, like London Metropolitan University. So here is our London office contact details. Please feel free to contact us. If you are outside of London, and you can also contact us, we can pass your contact details to our local offices, so you can get connections with them in your home country. So now, without any further ado, we will turn the time over to Sandra.
Great. Thank you very much, Angela, for your introduction. Very welcome, everyone. I'm Sandra Denike-Polcher. I'm the Deputy Head of Architecture. And I will give you a short presentation. I'm just waiting for this to be enabled. And then I will be very happy to introduce you to our school. So welcome to London. And welcome to the School of Art, Architecture and Design at London Metropolitan University. London Metropolitan University, we have 9,800 students in 6 different schools. We have 2 campuses. But today I want to focus on the School of Art, Architecture and Design and also where we are based. Obviously, we are in London, and London is not just a destination, it is really the creative capital of Europe. Our school, I said we have 2 different campuses, but our school is located in the east of the city, in London's Aldgate Creative Hub. It is really the area where the financial world, the creative world comes together. I have prepared a little slide which gives you a little yellow pin, and this is where we are. So we are close to the Thames, we are close to the Tower of London, we are close to the financial buildings, which you can see in the background, for example, the Gherkin. London is a huge city, and as I said, it's really the creative hub of Europe. But it is for us a resource. It is a site for our students to work, to make proposals. It is the context in which we work. It is also links to industry. It has a lot of energy and a great mindset. So London is a destination and it is a great place to study. If you zoom into the yellow pin, which I showed on the previous slide, you get into this little side street, and this is where we are located. We are between 2 little side streets in 2 different buildings across the street. So we have a lot of space. This is how it looks at night when you look into the building. And now I would like to invite you to see a little bit what's happening inside of our buildings. So here you see actually some of our workshops in student studios. This is the center, the heart of our school. This is the atrium where we have events, exhibitions, all sorts of different activities where people come together, not only our students and our staff, but also where we invite people from outside to see the work our students are coming. So this is very important for us. We are not just, working within our own enclosed environment for ourselves, but we also want to see what people from the outside think about our work, and we want to show what we are doing. During the day, when we don't have an event, you see it's a little bit more quiet. It also offers opportunities for people to just sit down, maybe have lunch, etc. So it's really a place for our students to come together. This is again the atrium. Now it's fashion show, and I'm coming to another very important point, which is that we are a school of art, architecture, and design. And as much as I'm the deputy head of architecture, and I will give you more details about architecture today, it is quite important that the environment our students, our architecture students work in, is the environment of art, architecture, and design. So there's a lot of creativity happening, like for example here, it's fashion show. This is something where our students also can get inspired. They can use the workshops, which are probably not only for architecture, but let's say if you want, as an architecture student, use a sewing machine, you will find one. Okay, now I already said art, architecture, and design are all three within our school. I want to give you a little bit more insight about the structure. So we have a foundation course, which might be interesting for some of the students applying to us. For example, if they haven't got an art background during their school, if they don't have a portfolio yet, then the foundation course might be the right thing. The foundation course runs across art, architecture, and design. And for the students who are interested in architecture, we offer a foundation course in architecture and interior design, which means if you're studying on that course, you might after the year decide that actually it's not architecture, but it's interior design. And you could then progress onto the interior design course as well. But usually students who come and want to do architecture stay within architecture. We also offer critical and contextual studies, which is across the whole school, which means in every of your years, you will have a module called Critical and Contextual Studies. That's this one, where you might also meet art and design students. And this is where we think the enrichment happens and a lot of collaborations for the future, which is also something we observe in the profession. Then we offer the BA Architecture REBA Part 1 course. This is the accredited course for anyone who wants to become an architect and register in the UK. You will have to do a REBA Part 1 course, and our course is accredited. In case you want to stay with us for a master's course, we offer the M.Arch in architecture, which is the REBA Part 2 accredited course. The REBA Part 1 takes 3 years. Usually you take a year out as a kind of gap year and work in a practice. And then you continue in the REBA Part 2 course. That course takes 2 years. After that, if you want to register in the UK, it takes a long time. You might have heard that. 7 years in total. Then you can still do with us the REBA Part 3 course. That is the professional practice in architecture. After that, after you have Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, you can register as an architect in the UK. You are a professional. CASWorks are our workshops. CASWorks, I mentioned that before, offers a lot of specialized workshops, not only for architecture, but also for other disciplines. So we have, for example, ceramics. We have all sorts of sewing machines. We have all sorts of workshops which work with furniture making, product design, etc. This is all interesting for architecture students as well. So our school really wants to give back to the city. We feel responsible for London. And I said that already, it's really important to be in London and engaging with the context. Our school drives subject excellence and cross-disciplinary opportunity. I said that as well, because we have art, architecture, and design together. There's a lot of collaboration between the different disciplines possible. Our school partners with practice and industry. We have a lot of opportunities where we get our students to meet with practitioners. Most of our tutors are actually architects in London, and also with the industry. Our school is a dynamic learning community. And our school has a culture of exploration, inquiry, and engagement. What is really important is the ethos of making. So we like you to use our workshops and get your hands onto things and make things. I'm now talking a little bit more about our modular structure, which means what will you expect if you join us? If you join us in a foundation course or in first year, or you might want to enter second or third year directly because you have already studied somewhere else. Not only in the UK, we always allow students with a good portfolio and the experience of having studied somewhere else to join us in second and third year as well. But across every year, we have the same structure, what the course offers. So it is really studio focused, practice focused, which means this is about design. Studio practice, half of your course will be about designing. A quarter of your work will be about technology, especially important for architects, obviously. So this will be about materials, structures, sustainability, environment. And then another quarter is the critical and contextual studies. We call it CCS, which is about history. It is about the professionalism of architecture, but it's also about the theory of architecture. In second and third year, all our students have the choice to choose a design studio. At undergraduate, we offer at the moment 4 different choices. At the postgraduate level, the MA, at the moment we offer 10 different choices. This is really important because we want students after the first year to be able to choose the interest they have and more specialize. The studios are led by academics and professionals in smaller groups. So you work in a group between 20 and 30 students and usually have 2 tutors, sometimes you have 4 tutors. The Dissertation Studio is part of CCS. That is in third year, where you really can specialize as well on the theory or on the professionalism of things. This is about writing. It's about practicing your skills in words, which you put down in paper. Students so have also the choice of selecting the Dissertation Studio. There are all sorts of different ones, and some of them might be associated to the arts or to design, but they are open to architecture students as well.